Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi and Finn will respond to Dylan's concession. Ridge and Bill feud is also brewing. Dylan will remain full of tough feelings as she continues her admission at the Precipice house. That's where Dylan just came clean about being the motorist who ran over Luna that night, so both Finn and Steffi were shocked. Steffi and Finn will have questions for Dylan, so she'll answer them as stylish as she can. Dylan will maintain that she'd no way take another life on purpose and that what happened was truly an accident. Dylan will remain deeply repentant for her part in Luna's grim fate. Finn lost his son, so that stirred up a lot of complicated passions that he's still trying to work through. Once Finn and Steffi get past the shock of Dylan's news, they'll know mistrustfulness offer consolation. Luna is the one who jumped in front of a moving auto without warning, so Dylan couldn't have prognosticated that. Ridge and Brooke, they'll take a perambulation down memory lane. It sounds like Brooke and Ridge will celebrate their love by reflecting on some magical moments from their history. Katie deal with some resentment when it comes to her family. Brooke will frustrate Katie by not offering support, so this may tie in with Bill's pitch for Katie to return Spencer Publications. Still, she may not get a veritably probative response if Katie gives Brooke updates on that. This could lead to some conflict for Brooke and Katie, but there's another feud that's about to reignite. Ridge and Bill are going to face off over Katie. Will Dylan motorist response while Brooke deals with double the family drama? Forrester Creations has hired another PR establishment to attack the Luna extremity. Katie will have time to rethink where effects stand in her career. The fact that this choice was made without indeed consulting her may not sit right with Katie, who'll entrust in Bill and get some advice. Bill wouldn't suppose Katie should put up with a job where she has to take the Forrester's orders. Bill will contend that if Katie returns to Spencer Publications, she can make opinions for herself rather of falling in line with what Brooke and Ridge want. Since Will is a Spencer, Bill will argue that he belongs in the family business, too. Bill's going to make some grand plans and hope that both Will and Katie join him in strengthening the Spencer conglomerate soon. Elektra will stay by Dylan's side as she moves forward with some important way. Dylan confesses to Will herself or lets Elektra offer updates rather. Will's indeed going to learn Dylan ran over Luna. That news will give Will quite a shock and leave him feeling sympathetic over Dylan's situation. Dylan is easily floundering with some guilt and tough feelings, but Will may join Elektra in averring none of this is Dylan's fault. Dylan will suppose Finn and Steffi need to hear the verity straight from her. That's why Dylan will make her way to Steffi and Finn's place with a major admission to make. Will and Elektra will be there for Dylan as she confesses to running over Luna and tearfully apologizes for wiping Finn's son off the chart. Despite the shockwaves that'll resonate, Finn won't hold Dylan responsible for hitting Luna. It was Luna's fault for escaping captivity and running in the path of a moving vehicle. Brooke got double the family drama brewing. Katie's implicit Forrester abdication will be one issue for Brooke to contend with, but she may also help Donna deal with a hubby extremity. Brooke and Donna have some emotional scenes coming over, so Donna may reflect on Eric's nearly demise and how important she wishes he'd take a breath with her now. Ridge will feel like it's time for Eric to take a step back when it comes to his involvement in the Forrester business, but Eric will lash out over his son trying to get relief of him. Eric and Ridge have further dissensions in their unborn. Dylan delivered a Precipice House stunner while Katie played fix-it for Bill. At Spencer Publications, Katie set up Bill frustrated over an accession, which was blowing up negatively in the press. After Katie offered tips on how to turn effects around, Bill was amazed and claimed her bents were being wasted at Forrester Creations. Bill felt the same way about Will, so he wanted both Katie and their son at Spencer Publications. Katie wound up complaining since Forrester Creations hired an outside PR platoon to deal with the Luna chaos without indeed consulting her. Although Katie still claimed to be happy at Forrester, Bill kept pushing her to come back to Spencer since he considered it her family business. In the Forrester CEO office, Brooke gushed over a new sketch and got praise from Ridge for being his poet. While Ridge and Brooke participated some lovey-dovey moments, Finn and Steffi did the same at the Precipice house. Steffi tasted that Finn was still coming to grips with Luna's fate and assured him that he didn't have to hide his passions from her. Finn laterally had a phone call with the police and told Steffi they still wouldn't reveal the motorist who hit Luna. At the sand house, Dylan was a little weirded out over being back there, but she assured Will and Electra that she was fine. Will had been brought in the circle on Dylan's motorist drama and offered some probative words along with Electra. Dylan didn't mean to run over Luna, she was visited by the incident and wanted to confess to Finn as well as Steffi. Electra and Will agreed to take Dylan to the precipice house so she could come clean about what happened. Once they made their way there, Will and Electra went outside first before admitting they brought someone to answer questions. Dylan appeared just before Will revealed that the motorist was no longer anonymous. After Dylan claimed it was an accident, she said she was the one driving and that she was so sorry since she killed Finn's son. Both Finn and Steffi stood there reeling over Dylan's admission. Steffi and Finn will have to reuse this jaw-dropping news. A double Spencer marriage could be brewing. Will Bill marry Katie as Will ties the knot with Electra? Now that Bill's back together with Katie, it's just a matter of time until he proposes and wants to make her his woman. Again. Bill has been chasing a happy ending with Katie for what feels like ever, so he may get the ball rolling on another wedded chapter soon. Will and Electra from the progeny go. Indeed, Electra and Will's veritably first meeting sounded like a sign that they were fated to wed nearly down the line. Will picked up a ring that Electra dropped at Forrester Creations and set up himself presenting it to her on bended knee. It felt like the Penns were telling suckers that Electra and Will would one day make it to the balcony. Electra stood by Will during that whole Luna mess, so they've overcome some big challenges together. The love between Will and Electra has been tested in some delicate ways, but they've managed to come out stronger on the other side. Will may pop the question and contend he wants to spend the rest of his life with Electra. 2 Spencer engagements coming over, perhaps that could lead to a double marriage. It'd save the Showtime and Plutocrat to just double up on the espousal if both Bill and Will are going to marry their true loves. Katie might worry about intruding on Will and Electra's form, but Electra might like the idea of them all coming together as a family like this. The Spencers have made Electra feel accepted and truly welcome, so Electra would presumably have no problem participating the matrimonial limelight with Katie. Will might contend he'd be recognized to partake bachelor duties with Bill. The show could get some great father-son moments out of all this if Bill and Will agree to a common marriage day. Both Will and Bill may find themselves ready to propose in the not-too-distant future. The Spencers have further excitement ahead of them no matter what. A massive hunt party was underway with Deputy Chief Baker at the helm. Still, Luna's life suddenly came to a halt when she accidentally stepped in front of an approaching vehicle. The hunt party was over. Formerly Luna stepped in front of an auto. The cleaner didn't show the fate of the crash or her dead body. Chief Baker informed the Spencers about her death at the top. He assured them that they wouldn't have to deal with Luna ever again.